G'day cobbers. Paul Thomas Anderson's There Will Be Blood is widely regarded as one of the greatest films of all time. Yet the film's true meaning remains elusive to many. In this video, I'll be putting forth my interpretation of the unstated core idea of There Will Be Blood, providing some examples to support my argument. Daniel Day-Lewis's Daniel Plainview characterizes himself outwardly as a plain-speaking man. Duplicitous though he turns out to be, we the viewer can at least take Daniel at his word when he expresses that his singular desire is to gain wealth from oil. His actions would lead one to assume that he wants this accumulation of wealth above all else, even family. Yet, whether consciously or not, family is what Daniel truly desires. Having lost touch with his biological family, Daniel adopts HW following the death of his colleague. The opening sequence is of Daniel Plainview alone, struggling and toiling in his quest for silver. He is primarily in darkness. When he is not shot from inside the mine, the exterior shots are night ones. Daniel is alone. Following this, it is not until his decision to adopt the orphaned HW that Daniel appears in anything like comfort. His first lines of dialogue are in voiceover over the scene of him riding on a train with the infant. Through the scene transition, which includes a time jump, we can now see he is well dressed, clean, and holding court above a crowd. We can infer that the bond he has formed with the young HW has been transformative. While we can see occasional moments of tenderness between Daniel and HW throughout the film, Daniel's actions at key brutal moments indicate that HW is less important to him than the accumulation of wealth. But when HW tells Daniel he's going to leave him, Daniel's downfall truly begins.
You're a bastard from a basket!
He enters a drunken stupor. While this scene is dark, the next scene, a flashback of better times they had together, is in daylight, and Jonny Greenwood's score is tender, yearning. Following this, in the film's final sequence, Eli cannot successfully wake Daniel from his drunken slumber by shouting,
"Daniel Plainview, the house is on fire!"
He can only do so by saying softly,
"Brother Daniel, it's Eli."
While Plainview's actions continually demonstrate that for him, family is just a tool to be used in the accumulation of riches, his heart's desire for family continually overcomes his rationality. When meeting with Standard Oil, Daniel walks away from a lucrative offer when his son is mentioned one too many times. He threatens to slit the throat of the man he perceives as telling him how to run his family.
One night I'm gonna come to you inside of your house, wherever you're sleeping, and I'm gonna cut your throat.
Earlier, one of the times Daniel visibly lets down his guard is when he is subsequently, uncharacteristically, deceived by the man he believes is his blood brother. Once he discovers Henry is not who he says he is, and already having abandoned HW for this man, the rational thing and the best business decision would be to continue their working arrangement. Instead, overcome with hurt at the deception, Daniel kills him. When he subsequently sheds tears while holding Henry's diary, these are quite clearly not tears of remorse for what he has just done. They are tears of longing and for the brother he will never know. The film climaxes when Plainview actually kills Eli in the final sequence, and the last image is of a hunched, aging Plainview sitting beside the lifeless body of Eli, halfway down one of Plainview's own bowling lanes, having just declared,
I'm finished.
The point here is that having now most definitely done away with the three people closest to him, Daniel is once again alone. Though this was his stated desire, this final image is of a broken man, not a triumphant one. Daniel Plainview has been characterized by some as a sociopath. I would argue this is most definitely not the case. Plainview is a capitalist and a murderer, and the subjective narrative would have us believe that he is driven by greed alone. But through the incredible subtlety of Daniel Day-Lewis's performance and of Paul Thomas Anderson's directing, we are told Daniel Plainview is a man seeking family. He is not evil, he is human.